This is Chet Holmgren, and I'm down to dunk.
This is AJ Mitchell, and I'm down to dunk.
This is Alex Crusoe, and I'm down to dunk.
It's like baby bottle pop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is Adam Flagler, and I'm down to dunk.
Hey, it's Isaiah Hartenstein, and I'm down to dunk.
This is Casey Wallace, and I'm down to dunk.
I can't spell Lucas. Hey, how do you spell Lucas? How do you spell Lucas?
This is Lou Dort, and I'm down to Dort.
This is Nikola Topic, and I'm down to dunk.
This is Dylan Jones, and I'm down to dunk.
This is Isaiah Joe, and I'm down to dunk.
And there's probably like 50 to 75 Beanie Babies.
Give me like your top 3 Pokemon.
Brother, I can't even name.
This is Jay Will, and I'm down to dunk.
Sometimes the way his brain works is, it leaves a lot to be desired.
This is Kenrich Williams, and I'm down to dunk.
Charmander.
Yeah.
Charmander. Or you're more of a Charmeleon guy.
Charmeleon.
This is Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and I'm down to dunk.
Schlecht. You know what it means? Yeah.
That means like bad.
It means bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's me.
Well, it was a good interview, so it wasn't bad.
J-Dub, year 3, and I'm down to dunk for the 3rd time. Thank you.
Welcome to Down to Dunk. I'm your host, Andrew Schlecht. We're part of the Athletic Podcast Network. Before we get to Michele Berra, I want to tell you about my good friends, Aaron and Drew Reese of Shelter Insurance. You can contact Drew, 405-478-7714, or Aaron, 405-773-5500 today to get help with car insurance, with home insurance. Last year, Shelter ranked number 1 on the Forbes list for the world's best auto insurance companies. And right here in Oklahoma, they've been ranked number 1 for customer satisfaction by J.D. Power 6 out of the last 7 years. But listen, you're going to want to know these guys, good guys that are going to help you out, and huge Thunder fans. Also, pretty big Sooner fans, from what I understand too. If you're into Sooner football, which starts today, Saturday. So give these guys a call or text today. Support the people that support Down to Dunk. With me, hardly ever on a Saturday morning, it's my good friend Michele Berra. Michele, what's up?
Well, vacation is over. I'm very sad. It was a beautiful place where we recorded last Sunday.
Yep.
But life is whatever. So we're back on our semi-regular from Saturday to Monday kind of schedule.
From Saturday to Monday. We're going to continue our series where we are talking about homework for Thunder players. And so let's talk about Shea. I think Shea it's a tough one because we're talking about the MVP, the finals MVP. And a guy that has improved so much every single year. One thing that I'm interested in is as we watch the playoffs go on and we watch the Thunder in tight spots, and sometimes
Come on,
not.
Come on, don't steal it from me. I will hate you if you steal it from me. Go ahead.
Well, if I'm like trying to nitpick Shea, which is what we're doing here with these guys, I would love for him to not feel like he has to search for moments at the end of playoff games, which is kind of what he did down the stretch of games at times, where you could just feel that he was looking for his moment.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes he had those moments. The end of game 5 against Denver, he had moments. The end of game 4 against the Pacers, he had moments. But there were other moments like in game 3 of the Denver series. Where he was kind of searching for his moment, never really found it. It was like, hey, if we could just move the ball a little bit more, pass the ball a little bit more, we could maybe find a good shot. He is the best player. He is the kind of guy that had to deliver this for the Thunder, in my opinion. So I'm not dogging his approach all that much. I just think that there were probably moments where he could look back and say, you know what, like that might have been a moment where I could have moved the ball on instead of isolation basketball. So,
yeah, my homework is not the same, thank God. but it's related to the same concept. I think that Shea with the ball in his hand is very good, extremely good, almost unguardable.
Yeah.
And he can surely improve as a passer. He can improve the moments, as you mentioned, where he passes the ball, and these are very valid points. And he can also improve the accuracy on 3-pointers, but this is very boring because it applies to basically every player.
Everyone.
The thing that I picked for Shea is improving. I call them the soft skill of the game, meaning like understanding that whenever he leaves the ball, there are many things that he can do.
Yeah.
Move around, screen, rescreen, back screen, put yourself into different places because it adds to the complexity of your offense, and it will get your first defender just completely insane. Because if you are constantly moving around and you are a beast when you have the ball in your hand, then the equation. This is basically the Steph Curry masterpiece. Steph is the greatest 3-point shooter of any era of basketball, I think. The volume, the accuracy, and that is legit. I mean, it will probably be. It will have a few minutes before someone will get close to what Steph did. But the point was, he was also the best at moving around. And I mean, there are plenty of great defenders like Lou Dort that had horrible times guarding Steph Curry because of that. So I think that for Shea being that mobile and that quick in taking shots, that's a no-no. But just hard screens for other guys, which we saw glimpses of during the playoffs between him and Dub. And I think that he already does it, but he can improve on that end. And I think that it can really boost the offense for OKC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think that there's like a lot of different ways that he can tweak his game to be better, to be more unstoppable, to make the team itself more unstoppable, which I think he is very focused on. And I kind of expect him to kind of look at these small details of what he's doing and come back and be better. He always gets a little bit better every year. That's just been kind of his thing. And I have supreme confidence that he will do it again. That's just kind of how Shea is. That's kind of how he operates. So I thought his passing in the playoffs in general was pretty good, but I do think that is something that he can get better at. Like there's a stat on NBA.com that's assist to pass percentage.
Mm-hmm.
He had like the highest assist to pass percentage on the team. You know, like he's really trying to find his teammates.
Yeah.
Like gaining leverage in those moments. So like he's clearly trying, you know, to be the passer that he needs, that the Thunder need him to be. So I don't have a ton of like big issues. Like he's about the same. Like we think about like James Harden as a guy who's a great passer and a guy that is, you know, finding his teammates and getting guys open. He and James Harden have the same assist to pass percentage.
Yeah.
You know, in the playoffs last year. Has a better one than Darius Garland, a better one than Kawhi. Like he's toward the top, you know, save for like a bunch of role players that only played, you know, small minutes here or there. Like he's elite.
Mm-hmm.
This stat, which I think is good to see. Like he's much better than Jalen Brunson. He's better than Şengün. He's better than, you know, Drew Holiday, Donovan Mitchell, all these guys. He had a better assist to pass percentage than Luka did, than Steph did, than Anthony Edwards did, than Giannis did. So like it's nitpicky for sure, and I think he can get better, but I think we also need to acknowledge that like he was really good at finding his teammates during the playoffs. And like this stat really shows that.
And one could have said, hey, just stay who you are. And I mean, don't do anything else. And that would be already awesome. for him.
Yeah.
But again, he's entered his prime, and during his prime years, this is where maybe not you don't see the biggest steps in terms of development, but you continue to see honing of certain abilities, and this is basically what we expect from Shea. And yeah, if you can improve just a tiny bit in a few of these things to get to be a little bit more unpredictable, that would be insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even his potential assists, which I think is a really fun stat, which is just, the passes that you threw, they're definitely like good shots for your teammates. Like, if they made all of them, what would your assist numbers be? And he in the playoffs, he was 14.4 potential assists. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys that had more than him in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And that's Giannis, Tyrese Halliburton. He and Giannis are actually tied, so it's not even that many. It's only 4 guys that had more. Tyrese Halliburton was 14.7, so really not that big of a difference. Jokic was 16. Davion Mitchell in only 4 games was 16.5. And then number 1. Do you have any guess who this was? It's only in 6 games, but I thought this was wild.
So 6 games, first round exit.
Mm-hmm.
East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Is it France? No, Orlando got to the second round.
Yeah, it's not Orlando.
It's not Orlando. No, I don't know.
Cade Cunningham.
Cade Cunningham. Yeah.
And it like even blows Jokic number out of the water. Jokic was 16.4. Cade Cunningham 19.8 potential assists.
Wow.
Like that's a shocking number.
Yes.
8 assists per game. Which is not, let's see, it's actually second for the playoffs. Number 1 was James Harden.
Yeah.
Which goes to
Shane is in pretty good company, I would say, as a playmaker. And yes, if you rewind and see the videos of his second year in OKC, the one with like all the tanking and whatever post COVID, and I mean, you can clearly see that he was not this kind of playmaker.
No,
like he really improved a lot. He was mostly play finisher, a guy who was in search for shots and stuff like that, and the type he has always been fairly accurate in terms of passing. The point is when and how much, and he's really honing that.
Yeah. I don't have a ton of notes for Shea. I just think that there are small ways that he can and will improve. But he clearly had one of the best seasons for a guard in the history of the league. And so we also have to say that on our way out the door of talking about Shea.
Yeah. Shall we go Usman Jang?
I mean, listen, I got a ton of notes on Us.
You do?
I'm joking.
I have just get a plane ticket. No, this might be too harsh. Just do whatever you want. You know, when you say to I mean, just do whatever, man. I mean, if I want to be honest, it's the homework that I gave him for 3 summers. It's get stronger and aggressive.
Yeah.
Because I really think that with that size, he could have been so much better if he would play with force.
Mm-hmm.
But up to now, I think that the book is written with us. I don't think that he can really find a space in the NBA. Maybe I'm wrong. I think he will probably go somewhere else by February, and maybe go back to Europe, because like 6'11" with those hands, I mean, you can see like a role for him. There are plenty.
He's going to be a professional basketball player for a long time.
Oh, sure.
Sure. He in the NBA.
Yeah. I just don't think, and it's close to the same issue that Moses Brown had. Just you need to play with so much force if you want to be that kind of player.
Mhm.
You cannot just be met at the rim by anybody and you don't crush it at 6'11". Just hit the rim, man.
Yeah, it's physicality, and it's like it's also just the fact like he's got to shoot it.
Yeah.
If you're
But
going,
that with volume, I think that could come in an easier way than force and physicality up to this point.
yeah, the problem is he's a career 29% from three.
Great.
You know,
Yeah.
and you look at the shot, and you're like, I don't have a lot of problems with what's going on there. And I know he's had limited opportunities. I mean, that's not not all of this is within his control. I mean, that's for sure. But like he just did not make the most of it, I guess is probably the best way to put it. I mean, he had 12 games where he took 3 or more threes. And so it's not like,
Yeah, that's the point. I mean, just you need to be on the court more in order to showcase that. Otherwise, you'll never get rhythm. He's not like a pure shooter, so he needs reps and rhythm.
yeah. Yeah, I think, I mean, it's obvious at this point, like it would be jarring if he got some kind of contract extension. That's just not going to happen. But yeah. Max Prosper got waived yesterday.
Yeah. Stretched.
Waived and stretched. What do you think about him? Canadian.
Yeah.
Another guy from Montreal. That's kind of cool.
I don't really understand moves like that. Like, why are you waiving him? Just to make room for someone else?
Could they not have traded him? Like,
yeah. I mean,
would Brooklyn not have just been like, yeah, we'll just take him?
Yeah. I have no idea. When these things happen, sometimes you are maybe pushed to think, hey, maybe there is something bad, so bad that they had to stretch him. But sometimes it's not like that.
Mm-mm.
People get waived and picked up by someone else, and they are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, I have no idea. It's a nice flyer. Again, poses a lot of issues in terms of shooting that OKC already has, so not sure. But
yeah,
would you swap him with Oos? Yeah, why not?
I mean, yeah, sure, yeah.
Could have done that. I mean, just swap it with Oos and just cut Oos if you really want to start someone.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's already 23, which he's already older than Oos and hasn't been in the league as long as Oos.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. He's probably not going to work either.
Yeah.
He's a worse shooter than Oos was.
Yeah.
He's a career 26% from three and kind of struggled to get on the court at all for the Mavericks, which is why they waived him. But it just looks bad when you waive a guy that's on a rookie scale.
Yes.
Like that just, it looks bad. He was the 24th pick, so it's like not like we're talking about like a lottery pick or something. But yeah, it was weird to see it, I guess. Like weird to see it. Like a guy that's 6'8", 7'1" wingspan, And I think people would probably feel the same way if like the Thunder waived Oos. I think that people would be like, oh man, the Thunder gave up 3 first-round picks.
Yeah, sure.
For this guy, he's giant. He moves well. I mean, he has all the tools, and it just didn't work out. I mean, I don't know. It's not that different than like the Omax thing.
No, it's not. It's really not. It's a bit worse because of where he was picked.
Yeah, the fact that he was picked 11th overall.
Yeah, and in some sense, I mean, maybe personality-wise, Jalen Duren would not have worked in a slow rebuilding team.
It's not even personality. It's like, does his game fit the way the Thunder want to play? Like he's not the best defensive big on his own team.
Yeah,
that's like
that's
a requirement to play that position for the Thunder, especially now.
It is.
Like,
it is.
got to be a lockdown defensive player. And I don't love pairing him with Chet. Like Hartenstein is obviously a much better fit. Even Jay Will is a much better fit
Yeah.
next to him. So I don't know. Like Duran, like I don't know who else that they would have drafted. It's like, oh my gosh, this is changing the Thunder's.
No, nobody. Nobody's really changing the Thunder.
Do they win the title harder? If they have one of these guys.
No, it's again.
Who would you take? Like hindsight, 2020. Like you can go back and you can say you just grab Sam by the shoulder right before they make the 11th pick. Say, do not take Oos. You should take blank. And it could be anybody. It could be an undrafted guy. He'd be like, man, you've got to take.
Okay.
You got to take Sean Ellis. I mean, come on.
There's
Kenny Lofton.
2 guys, basically, that you could say. You could say Andrew Nembhard and Christian Brown.
Yeah.
And that's basically it. There's nobody else. Isn't it crazy?
Yeah. I mean, Jovic is interesting.
Yeah.
You just looked like you tasted a disgusting sauce whenever you said that.
No, it's. I guess it's okay. I mean, it's interesting. I mean,
he's an NBA guy. Jovic is.
Yes. I wonder if he's an NBA guy on the roster, rookie C.
Yeah.
I mean, Tari Eason is clearly an NBA guy, but I don't think that he fits OKC.
Yeah, Eason is another one that would be on my list for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Eason is great in terms of, it's the same thing that you can say for Jalen Duren. I mean, those 2 guys are valuable now. I'm not sure that they would fit on the Thunder for different reasons. I think that Nembhard will clearly fit.
Oh, he'd be awesome.
And also Christian Brown.
Yeah. Yeah. Good role players.
Yes. Which is much, much better than what Oos is right now.
Yeah.
But again, I would do it in the same way. If these are the results 100 times over 100, you will gladly waste 3 picks to draft dub and win a title in a span of 3 years.
Yeah. I mean, if it's like, hey, we literally used 4 picks so that we made sure that we had Jalen Williams.
That's
good. Good job.
Perfect. It's cheap. It's very cheap.
Yeah. 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 It's very cheap. Yeah. Nembhard is the one that literally everybody in the first round missed on. Like there's so many of these teams that could use Andrew Nembhard right now if they drafted him in round 2.
Yeah.
I mean, look at these teams that passed on him, like Denver, the Warriors, the Wolves. Oh my gosh, the Wolves need Andrew Nembhard so bad.
Yeah.
The Bucks took Marshawn Beauchamp. So many teams that could really, really use him.
I mean, Memphis really, really picked Roddy at 23.
I know. Traded the pick.
Yeah.
Traded for the pick, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, they took Laravia and David Roddy. And both were gone before their rookie scale deals were done. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Okay, let's take a quick break. We'll come back. We got more players to talk about. We'll probably have to move this to a part 3, honestly. I think that we've done a good job of covering these guys. So we'll be right back. And we're back after that quick break. I want to tell you about my friends at Ring Family Dentistry. Ring Family Dentistry takes a straightforward and honest approach to dental care. Doctors Phil and Brennan Ring believe in keeping what's healthy, fixing what's not, and only replacing what truly needs it. No pressure, no upselling, just clear expectations, thoughtful recommendations, and decisions that are always up to you. Ring Family Dentistry is a true family practice with a laid-back vibe, modern tech, and high-quality work, including same-day crowns, even for front teeth, plus implants, bridges, root canals, and clear aligner therapy, all offered in-house. Call to schedule your appointment, 405-621-1555, or you can make an appointment online at ringfamilydentistry.com. Okay, we have a lot of different directions we can go. We could go J. Will. We could go Hartenstein. We could go Wiggs. What piques your interest here?
I already picked Oos, so it's your turn. Go wherever.
Okay. J. Will.
I think that with J. Will, I will go with the boring thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we struggled to understand during last regular season if the shooting was real,
Mm-hmm.
but it actually was.
Yeah.
So I really think that for him, it's about just increase the shooting volume. Just as soon as the ball touches your hands, just shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
Just become Steve Novak with much better passing and way better physicality and defense.
Yeah.
And I think that if you can be that player, then boy you fit with basically everything
Everyone.
that the OKC has. I still see advanced number not really being keen to J Will. In some games he had like positive impacts in terms of net rating and stuff like that.
On and off
Um,
loves him though.
Yes,
He has the best on off on the team.
in the playoffs.
Regular season.
Yeah, that is the killer lineup with Joe, him, and just let's bomb anything,
Mm-hmm.
which is a great thing.
Playoffs did not love him, but it's in a limited sample size.
Yeah, that is to me the issue. Can he be that good of a shooter where you can really have him as your one of the primary floor spacers? Because I mean, if you have a guy like Isaiah Joe out there to space the court for you, you suffer a little bit more on defense than what you could have if you have J-Dub. It's not the same, J-Will, sorry. It's not the same kind of spacing for J-Will right now because he cannot move around, but he lure out a different kind of player. Like you can hide a guy like James Harden on Isaiah Joe, or on a guy like Isaiah in terms of size. I'm not sure that you really can if J. Will is the guy that you have to guard because he can be your dunker spot, he can be your corner guy. So I really wonder if this is something that happens for J. Will, because if it does, if he's a guy that can take like 5-6 threes a game and just nail them like he's doing, then with that passing, he is a guy that will probably try to take minutes from Hartenstein. And if that happens, then OKC has all the options.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of J. Will. I think that he has a really nice future in the league. And I think he's a guy that could be, hopefully he's on the Thunder for a vast majority of his career, if not the whole thing, because he's obviously a fan favorite. And the shooting has been a surprise because if you look back at who he was in college, like this was not him.
No.
He even, I mean, one of his big things was taking charges. You know, even at Arkansas, they had a counter up on the jumbotron with like charges that Jalen Williams is taking, and teams hated him. They hated him, especially like if you go to opposing arenas, like they hated J. Will because he just put everybody in a really tough spot. Yeah, you look at his shooting numbers. I mean, from college three, his sophomore year, he was 23.9%. And that's wild.
Yeah.
That he took a little bit more than he did his freshman year. He was 30%. Didn't take hardly any. He took almost 2 a game his sophomore year, and he was 23%. Like he was just not a shooter. And so the fact that he has turned himself into a shooter is pretty phenomenal. Yeah, he's 17 of 71, 1771 in college in his sophomore year. So not great, but it's funny. My first interview with him ever, and you can find this on YouTube. I remember him telling me that the thing that he feels like he improved the most at was his outside shooting. His summer before his rookie year. So even then, like he had the confidence and believed that he was like heading in the right direction with his 3-point shot. I thought that was kind of interesting. But yeah, I agree with you. I think that if he can be a volume 3-point shooter when he gets in the game, he has a sincere role on this team and potentially could be the backup center for this team if he continues to develop. And he has. That's the thing, is like he's not done with his development. He's still a young player. And so he's an interesting player and a great pick in that draft. We talked about, like, you could go back and say, like, hey, don't take Oos, take this guy. I mean, at 34, I think they got the last good guy in the draft.
Yeah.
When you're looking at all these guys, I think they got the last good player.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, after J-Dub, there was really a few players that are still interesting, maybe 4 or 5. And yes, J Will is the last one. I was just scrolling 2 numbers. Can you guess the net rating of lineups with both Shea and Joe on the court when J Will is the center?
Oh, wow. Plus 16.
Plus 27 on 600 possessions. Yeah, this is nuts. And I think that this is why the Hartenstein thing is extremely important, but it's a very specific importance. It's not in the overall numbers, because I really think that with J Will, if you have Chet Holmgren on the court whenever Shea's off to anchor the defense, and you have this all shooting lineups which are working since basically Shea is with the team, then you're probably good to go. There's really nothing else you need to do in order to win a crap ton of regular season games. You can do basically whatever with the big rotation. If you have Hartenstein, great. If you have Chet, great. In the playoffs, it's really different. When it's Jokic, then yeah, if you have just Chet and J Will, you're in huge troubles.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Let's do one more, and then we're going to keep this one a little short, and then we'll get out of here. I'll let you have the last pick. We've got Hartenstein, Wiggs, Dort, Joe, Caruso.
I'll go with Aaron Wiggins.
Aaron Wiggins. Okay, let's hear it.
I have such irrationally high expectations for Aaron Wiggins. Similar with the Trey Man summer, which didn't go extremely well. So I'm very afraid of making predictions. So I will not make any prediction. I will just go with the homework. I think that we all saw what Wiggs is capable of on a single game basis. Meaning he had 2-3 games that were title worthy, which is insane for a guy that is making 8-9 millions. Well, 8-9 millions is again a very good salary, but compared to other guys, he had playoff moments, multiple playoff moments.
Yeah, he did,
and also games where he's just a shadow.
Mm-hmm.
And so, to me, it's very hard homework because it's not something that you can just work on by yourself. But the thing that he has to improve on in order to be a different impact player, is just being a little bit more consistent in terms of productivity on the court. Meaning, hey, just do more stuff. Mm-hmm. I have the feeling that when the first shot is not going in and the second one follows, then he kind of shies away from the game. Now he has the charisma, the persona to say, hey, I'm getting 5 shots. Even if I miss them all, I don't particularly care. This is my role. I have a say in this team. It's again, I'm exaggerating things but I really think that he has to be more present, more consistent in terms of productivity throughout the year. This is this is what I think he has to improve on, because again, and maybe a little bit defensively, there he can be a little bit more strong in terms of core, maybe learning a little bit more in terms of how can I be more mobile, or avoid to be in a situation where I'm too committed, and so the fact that I'm not as quick as other defenders gets me into trouble. So understanding how to maximize his defense potential, even if he's not like a Cason Wallace or a Lou Dort or an Alex Caruso. I mean, I don't think that physically wise, Caruso is better than Wiggins. He's just way more smart, and just in terms of defense, he's just on another level. So learn those things. Learn how to be more impactful defensively without being the quickest, the strongest, or the one that has the longest arms or hands. So these, I think, are the 2 points: consistency and being smarter and more effective defensively.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's no question that would boost his playing time.
Yeah.
I would love for him to be a little bit more consistent with like taking a lot of threes as well.
Yeah.
Like his 3-point volume is kind of all over the place when you look back at the playoffs, as are his minutes. I mean, did you remember he did not play in game 4 of the Minnesota series? Like he had a game, it was the only game he didn't play, but he did not play 1 minute in that game. Game where the big three scored, I think, like 92 total points. Didn't play at all. I thought that was a little strange looking back at it. He had 5 games. Additionally, he had 5 games where he scored 0 points.
Yeah, this is the point. Yes.
So, I mean, it's just about like finding consistency, but also there's so much value in having a guy that like he didn't play in game 4. Part of the reason we don't remember it is because you didn't hear a peep about it from him.
Yeah.
From the team or from anybody. Like there's so much value in a guy, and a lot of it is like humility and security in who you are, because like that's the key to not throwing a fit in that moment, because if you're insecure, if you don't have humility, you are throwing a fit about not being in there, and like the insecurity like bubbles up, like, oh my gosh, is like this Isaiah Joe taking my spot, or is like somebody taking my spot? Like that's the thing with Wiggs that I think that he possesses, is like a true humility, and like he has composure, well beyond his years. And like that is extremely valuable, especially when you're trying to win a championship, because he could have thrown a fit in that moment.
Yeah.
And what does that do to the locker room? Like a lot of these guys could have. And so like there's like, you want him to be more consistent, certainly, but also like the fact that he is who he is a huge thing for the Thunder, that like Mark can say like, hey, tonight we're not playing you. And like never heard a word from Wiggs on that. And he's been rewarded, like he got a nice contract. I think that it's certainly favorable to the Thunder in the way that it's like I think the number is very good for OKC. I think the years are good for OKC, but it's also like money that, being the 55th pick in the draft, you're certainly not guaranteed that. And for the most part, nobody gets those contracts when you're the 55th pick in the draft. So, I think Wiggs can take steps forward. I think it's going to be in the form of consistency and then like toughness on defense. I mean, the guy is 26. He turns 27 during the season in January. He's starting to enter like his prime.
Yeah.
So like, what does that look like for him? Like, how does he improve? Like, how does he become more consistent? A lot of it is, and this was a goal for him in the regular season, was like volume of threes. Like, how do we get volume of threes up? I mean, he had 4 games where he took 10 or more threes in a game.
Yeah. He went from 1.6 to 4.5.
It's a huge jump. And he stated that. I remember him talking about it. I remember him talking about needing to get his volume up. He had 1 game the previous year where he took more than 10 threes. And then like his highest below. He took 11 against Toronto in double overtime, which I think is the game where Giddey threw the ball to him as he cut to the basket at the very end of the game and like won the game for them
Mm-hmm.
on that like sideline out of bounds play, slob wizard play. The highest besides that was 6 the previous season. And so, and then his second year didn't take more than 6. And then his rookie year, he took 8 was the most he took. So like the volume is increasing. Like that's happening for Wiggs. And so now it's like, how do we continue to increase the volume, keep the accuracy up, and defensively step up? Because if you can do all those things, then like we're talking about one of the better role players in the NBA. I mean, that's like where he's headed. And like even last year, he had 43 games where he was 10 points or more. And that's amazing. It's a great player. I mean, he clearly had the 41-point game against Sacramento. That was incredible. He had 35 against Utah. He had 30 against Portland. I mean, he's a very, very good player and a very good scorer. And if he can continue to improve on these little things on the margins, I mean, this is a player that, I mean, I already think he'll play in the league for a long time, but I think he can even increase his status in the league.
Yeah, and to have him for 4 more seasons at a percentage of the cap that goes from 6.53 to 4.25.
Yeah.
And you got it right. It's going to be down. So Aaron Wiggins, and again, if Aaron Wiggins is a guy that by age 29 is going ballistic at 16, 17 points per game, it will probably decline the team option and just renegotiate a new contract. But, it's just such a sensational move. And for each, not for each, but for some Aaron Wiggins move, you will have a Kyle Singler one, which, again, you will easily forget. If you remember, I mean, $5 million per year, 5 years. And it's basically the same concept. Just get the guy on a contract that if it goes bad, it's not a terrible contract. Mm-hmm. And if it's great, then it's wow. It's a wow deal. For Kenrich Williams, it's probably an okay deal to very good deal. For Wiggs, right now, it's a great contract. And again, when you have a guy that's averaging 6.8, 6.9 points on a team that is not really super duper winning at an elite level, it's a little bit of a risk to say, okay, let's invest $45 million to see it. And if you do that, then again, you can get this kind of boost. And yeah, so great for Wiggs. 45 million is good money, I would say.
For just normal humans, great money.
Yeah. Yeah, but even for an NBA player, like it's not that if Wiggs plays like this is not the last contract that he signs.
No, it won't be. For a second round pick, it's incredible money.
Yeah, and again, you will get out of this contract when you are 29, 30, where you can really sign another deal like Caruso just did. 80 million. Yeah. I mean, that's great.
Yeah. And it's cool to recognize that the bar for being a role player in the NBA is so much higher than it used to be. Like there are guys that played on really good teams that wouldn't even play in the NBA anymore.
It changed a lot.
Like the league has changed so much. Like the players have gotten so much better, like from the bottom up. And the bar to being a role player in the league has raised so much. I think like Peyton Watson was a guy that was just kind of in and out of the rotation for Denver. In and out, in and out, in and out. If you think of back to even like the 2009 Lakers, like teams like that guy plays like 30 minutes a game every night for a team like that.
Yeah, that defense with like semi-reliable shooting,
Yeah.
yeah, sign me in.
Yeah. I mean, that guy plays all the time. The bar's been raised. Like, he can't play all the time. He has too many deficiencies. Like, there were guys like Devin George. I don't know that Devin George makes the NBA today.
Yeah, it's just just a more complex.
Yeah,
game.
Yeah, the bar's been raised to a significant degree.
Can we say thank you to the Warriors for that a little bit?
I think some of it is the Warriors and the way that they played, but I think some of it is also the amount that's available to everybody as far as like skill development, because like skill development nowadays can look like, hey, let me watch this YouTube video. Like, oh, that's how you do it. Now let me go practice it. Like, this is like what my son and like all of his friends are doing, like, and they'll have like, they get coached and all of that, just like everybody else did. But back in the day, the way that people found out about like different moves was like word of mouth, or like you're watching the NBA or whatever. But like now, like everything is available to everyone.
Yeah.
And I just think like the social media, YouTube, all of that, I think has like really evolved all of it to a pretty high level. And it's like you're starting to see all of that kind of trickle in. Like it's pretty rare that like a guy that's like a top 8 rotation player for a team is not uber skilled.
Yeah. Yeah, and there is also a different approach to summers. I mean, and this is thanks to probably guys like LeBron James who just change the league in terms of attitude. Like, and it didn't percolate to Europe yet, or it didn't when I used to go a little bit more to games and whatnot. The fact that, hey, you really need to train the entire summer and have 2 weeks of vacation. It's not like, hey, wow, it's summer. That's 2 weeks before camp. I'll just run around. And no, I mean, the summer is the training part. It's the sharpening the saw part where you really need to improve. If you don't, you're dead. It's just people, and it's basically the Ricky Rubio story that we mentioned multiple times.
Yeah.
Probably one of the skillest 16-year-old guy that you ever see. He was so much better than Luka at 16. So much better. He was just owning the EuroLeague at 16. Well, no, not so much better, but better than Luka, or the same level. It's not important. Point is, that is peak Rubio. That's just not good enough. Even if you are so skilled, so talented, it's not enough.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for listening to this episode. Hope everybody enjoys their weekend. Enjoy college football if you're into that kind of thing. And we will talk to you guys again next time.
I'm down to dunk. I'm down to dunk.